नमस्कार वेलकम टू ओपीएससी ओएस ए टू जेड। सो आज आम डिस्कस करने जाऊे 2023 विजन आईज टेस्ट सीरीज टेस्ट 2 रो क्वेश्चन नंबर 36 टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 35 जाए ऑलरेडी आम प्रीवियस वीडियो कवर कर सारी। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन नंबर 36 विथ रेफरेंस टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग पेयर्स फॉरेस्ट कम्स अंडर concurrent list. So option 1 is incorrect here. According to 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976, 5 subjects transformed from the state list to concurrent list. Those are forest, education, then weight and measures, protection of wild animals and birds, then administration of the justice. So option 1 is incorrect. Agriculture comes under the state list. This is correct. Then education comes under the under the concurrent list. So this is correct. So option 2 and 3 only are correct. So option C is the right answer here. So next we have question number 37 को who among the following can be the electors in the elections of legislative council of the state. तो यार correct answer है members of the municipalities. This is correct. Primary school teachers. This is incorrect. MLAs from the state. This is correct. Then MPs from the state. This is incorrect. The right answer here is option 1 and 3 only. So option B is the correct answer because 1/3 are elected by the members of the local bodies in the state like municipalities and district boards etc. Then 1/3 are elected by the members of the legislative assembly of the state from amongst the portion who are not members of the assembly. Then 1/12 are elected by graduates of 3 years standing and residing within the state. Then 1/12 are elected by the teachers of 3 years standing in the state not lower than the standard that secondary school. तो ये देखो प्राइमरी स्कूल जो देती है इनकरेक्ट होगा से. देन द रिमाइंडर आर नॉमिनेटेड बाय द गवर्नर. को मान को नि जाए स्पेशली स्पेशल नॉलेज ऑफ प्रैक्टिस एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ लिटरेचर साइंस आर्ट कोऑपरेटिव मूवमेंट एंड सोशल सर्विसेज. तो ये 5/6 ऑफ द टोटल number of the member of the legislative council are indirectly elected. Then 1/6 are nominated by the governor. The member are elected in accordance with the system of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. So next we have question number 38 को in case of vacancy in the office of the speaker and deputy speaker in the Lok Sabha, who may elect any member as acting speaker. तो यार correct answer है president because it is the president who appoints the member of the parliament as the acting speaker if the post of the speaker or deputy speaker is vacant until the next speaker or deputy speaker is elected by the house. So next question को जाए question number 39. Consider the following statement regarding white-cheeked Macao recently seen in news. एटा कहीं न्यूज रे अच्छी बिकज ये रिसेंटली जूलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया साइंटिस्ट मैंने हैव रिकॉर्डेड द प्रेजेंस ऑफ व्हाइट चिक्ड मकाओ. तो यहाँ कौटी देखा जाए सेंट्रल अरुणाचल प्रदेश इन इंडिया. द एर सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ significance of the discovery is that it marks a new addition of the mammal. तो मकाउटा मैमल अंडर आसूची. तो ये फास्ट ऑप्शन देती दे हैव लॉन्ग एंड थिक हेयर ऑन द नेक एंड लॉन्ग टेल्स देन अदर मकाओ स्पेसीज. दिस इज द यूनिक फीचर ऑफ दिस मकाओ. सो ऑप्शन 1 करेक्ट होगा ये. देन दे आर लिस्टेड अंडर शेड्यूल 1 ऑफ द वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट 1972. No, they are not listed under wildlife protection act. So option 1 is the correct answer here, option A. So next we have question number 40. Consider the following statement with reference to various state level electoral office. The chief electoral officer at the state level is appointed by the governor. No, he is appointed by the chief election commission with consultation with the state government. So option 1 is incorrect. Then returning officer at the district level is nominated by the district magistrate of the district. This is also incorrect because under section 21 of the Representation of People's Act RPA 1951, the Election Commission of India nominates or designates an officer of the government or the local authority as returning officer for each of the assembly or parliamentary constituency in consultation with the state government or union territories administration. So option 2 भी ये incorrect होगा. तो correct answer होची neither 1 nor 2. So option D is the correct answer here. So next question number 41, with reference to municipal corporation, consider the following statement. They have established in the mm, states by an act of concerned state legislature. This is correct. They are established in the state by the acts of the concerned state legislature and in the union territory by the act of the Parliament of India. There may be one common act for all the municipal corporation in a state or the separate act for each municipal corporation. So option 1 is the correct answer here. Then the mayor is the chief executive authority of the corporation. This is incorrect because municipal commissioner is responsible for the implementation of the decision taken by the council and its standing committee. So he is the chief executive authority of the corporation, not mayor. So right answer is option 1 only. Option A is the correct answer here. So next question number 42. Consider the following statement regarding the major non-NATO ally status. So option 1 रे दीजिए, it is a designation assigned by the European Union. So this is incorrect because a designation टा कहाँ द्वारा दिया जाइए, it is given by USA जे कि decide करछि to designate Qatar as the major non NATO ally. Then the second, it provides military and economic privileges as well as entails security commitment to the designated country. এই স্টেটমেন্টটা তো স্টার্টিং পার্টରେ করেক্ট ଅଛି ବଟ୍ जो ଯାଇଛିସିକ୍ୟୁରିଟି କମିଟମେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଇନକରେକ୍ଟ ବିକଜ୍ ଏଇଟା ସିକ୍ୟୁରିଟି କମିଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଦିଏନି, ଇଟ୍ ପ୍ରୋଭାଇड्स ओनली मिलिटरी एंड इकोनॉमिक प्रिविलेजेस. तो मेजर नॉन नेटो status is designated under US law that provides foreign partners with certain benefits in the areas of defense trade, security cooperation. So it option 1 be incorrect, option 2 be incorrect. The right answer होची neither 1 or nor 2. So next is question number 43. With reference to private member bills, consider the following statements. Then it is bill introduced by any member of parliament who is not a minister. This is correct. Then it is drafted by the concerned department in consultation with the law department. The private member bill कथा जिते आसुची, every member of the parliament who is not a minister is called a private member. So even a member of parliament from ruling party who is not a minister can be a private member. A member who wants to introduce a bill has to give prior notice. Therefore the period of notice for the introduction of the bill is 1 month and its drafting is responsibility of the member concerned. So option 2 टा incorrect ହେଇଗଲା. So option A is the correct answer here, only 1. Next question number 44. Consider the following statement. A member can be nominated to Rajya Sabha for any number of times. Yes, this is correct because a member can be elected to Rajya Sabha in multiple times. So next the normal term of Rajya Sabha is 6 years at a time. This is incorrect because there is Rajya Sabha is a permanent body. It is not subject to dissolution. So option 1 is the correct answer here, only 1. Option A is the right answer here. So next question number 45. With reference to Indian judiciary, consider the following statements. The oath and affirmation for the Supreme Court judge is provided under the second schedule of the Indian Constitution. So it is incorrect because it comes under third schedule of Indian Constitution. Then second any retired judge of the Supreme Court of India can be called back to seat and act as the Supreme Court judge by Chief Justice of India with prior permission of President of India. This is correct. So under Article 128. So option 2 is the option B is the correct answer here. Option 2 टू ओनली. तो नेक्स्ट जी क्वेश्चन नंबर 46 को. मिस्टर एक्स वाई जेड वांट्स टू बिकम ए सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज. व्हाट इज द मिनिमम एज क्वालिफिकेशन सो दैट ही बिकम्स ए सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज. सो एमती किसी मेंशन ना सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज हाँपाई. सो नो मिनिमम एज इज प्रेस्क्राइब्ड इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. So option D is the correct answer here. Yes, there are certain terms and conditions because in the constitution से जड़े इंडियन सिटीजन होता दरकार आटलिस्ट तांकर 5 इयर्स एक्सपीरियंस थी दरकार एज ए जज ऑफ हाई कोर्ट एंड एज ए एडवोकेट ऑफ हाई कोर्ट 10 इयर्स एक्सपीरियंस थी दरकार. तो नो मिनिमम एज इज प्रेस्क्राइब्ड इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. सो ऑप्शन डी इज द right answer here. So next question number 47. Consider the following statement regarding SMILE scheme. So option 1, SMILE scheme is for the rehabilitation of marginalized individual. Yes, this is correct. Then 2 रे दीजिए. It provides housing facilities and skill development. This is correct. 3, it has a provision of transgender protection cell under the district magistrate. This is incorrect. Recently, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment launched the Central Sector Scheme, that is SMILE. Then it support the marginalized individual for livelihood and enterprise. So option 1 टा ये correct है. Then it is a umbrella scheme to provide welfare and rehabilitation to the transgender community and the people engaged in the act of begging. The two sub schemes of SMILE, SMILE under जो दीटा सब schemes आसुची सेटा हैला central sector scheme for comprehensive rehabilitation for welfare of transgender person. Then the central sector scheme for the comprehensive rehabilitation of engaged in the act of begging. तो दी जन को कथा ये आसुची transgender and begging under beggar under the SMILE scheme. The scheme's components are skill development and livelihood under PM Daksh scheme. So option 2 टा ये correct है. Then composite medical health in convergence with PM Joy supporting general reaffirmation surgeries through selected hospital, housing facilities in the form of Garima Gray ensures food, clothing, recreational activities, then skill development opportunity and recreational facilities and medical support. So option 2 be correct it. The provision of transgender protection cell in each state under the charge of Director General of Police to monitor cases of offence against the transgender person and to ensure timely registration and investigation and prosecution of such offences. So SMILE under it आसुनी. So option 3 incorrect. The correct answer here is option A, option 1 and 2 only. Next question number 48. Consider the following statement regarding PM Cares Fund for Children scheme. Option 1. It has been launched to ensure rehabilitation and gap funding for ensuring the education of children who have lost both parents at COVID-19. So option 1 is correct here. It will provide a monthly stipend from the age of 18 years and a lump sum amount of 10 lakhs on attaining 23 years of age. तो एटा भी करेक्ट है गला. तो करेक्ट आंसर है बोथ 1 and 2. ऑप्शन सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. सो नेक्स्ट जीवा क्वेश्चन नंबर 49. In which of the following cases the Supreme Court has original jurisdiction? Interstate water dispute, matters referred to the Finance Commission, adjustment in the expenses between the center and state, read jurisdiction. So option D is the correct answer here. Original jurisdiction. As a federal court, the Supreme Court decides the disputes between different units of Indian Federation. So any dispute between the center and one or more state, or the center and any state or the states on one side and one or more states on other, then between two or more state comes under federal dispute of the Supreme Court has exclusive original jurisdiction. So exclusive means no other court can decide such disputes, or original means the power to hear such dispute in first instance, not by the way of appeal. So interstate water dispute matter refer to the finance commission and adjustment of certain expenses and pension between the center and states comes under the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, but not under the original jurisdiction. Read jurisdiction comes under the original jurisdiction. So option D is the correct answer here. So next is question number 52. Recently the Supreme Court asked the center and state to respond to a petition to enforce the fundamental duties of citizen. In this context, consider the following statement regarding the fundamental duties. At present, there are 14 fundamental duties. It is a very easy question. 14 fundamental duties kebe bhi nahi. Total 11 fundamental duties are there in the Constitution. It's comes under the fundamental duties was incorporated in Part 4A of the Indian Constitution by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. Article 51A describes 11 fundamental duties. So after their after their incorporation in the Constitution, the part enshrines the duties has been amended only once. So option 2 टा correct है. तो right answer is option 2 because Article 51A describes the 11 number of fundamental rights. Before that there was 10 fundamental rights. So option B is the correct answer here. तो ये हमें क्वेश्चन नंबर 50 जाए ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर सारे. सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आम नेक्स्ट वीडियो कवर करवा. थैंक यू.